my brilliant partner.
What a day we're having.
I'm very excited that we heard from Jill too, but we can't get too ahead of ourselves because she said she just wants to discuss her proposal further. We don't have a contract yet.
I know, but she didn't say hard pass, which would bring us right back to square one. Instead, she said that she will think about it, which means that we're one step closer to working with Chancellor Winters.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
Come on, our glass is half full, and that is worth celebrating.
Yeah, I'm definitely up for some girl time, but I don't really know if I'm in the mood for like a full-on celebration.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I know you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah, when you're waiting on pins and needles to find out who the father of your baby is, it's kind of really hard to focus on anything else. Except for how the news is going to go over with the dad and his family, and then, there's the whole part of not even knowing what my life is going to look like or my baby's life. But, other than that, I'm fine.
Thank you for the bracelet. It means a lot. I want you to know that there is no way I could ever forget about you. Even when I was struggling and incapable of being the kind of father that you deserve, I have always loved you, and I always will. Because you were the most important thing in my life. You are the light that helped lead me out of the darkness. Because you shine so bright.
Do you really mean that?
Every single word. You can trust me when I say that I will never, ever go back to being that guy that let you down. And I know it's going to take a lot of work for me to earn your trust back. But I promise I will be here for whatever you need. I am completely committed to being a more involved father, one that you can be proud of. I want you to know that I will always be available for talks, texts, emails, video chats, whatever it is. Any day, no matter the time zone. Even with an ocean in between us, I am still your dad. And I'll be holding you close to my heart every single day.
Sorry.
There's no need to be sorry. That was the best hug I've gotten all day.
Why don't you go get your backpack and your phone? Okay, I'll be right back.
Thank you for giving us that time alone together. We needed it. I needed it.
Of course. And now I need to say a few things to you.
Hey, you can stay in. Come on in. Thanks for meeting me.
Oh, hi, Abby. Good to see you.
Always good to see you too. Dominic's sleeping upstairs, so I'm gonna go keep an eye on him so you two can talk in private.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I appreciate you agreeing to represent me in this lawsuit to get Hamilton Winters back. I've gone ahead and signed the letter of engagement and handled your retainer. So,
I appreciate you doing that.
yeah.
First, I just have a vital question for you, and I'm really hoping you'll consider it before we move any further.
You said that there's always a place for me in the family business. You claim you want me back in the fold, so now you know what it would take to get me there. You remove Victoria as CEO of Newman Enterprises, and you install me instead.
You know, part of me admires your chutzpah. It's a brazen request. Or should I call it an ultimatum?
You can call it whatever you like. But the reality is, after all the effort that you put in to get me out of Jabot, including using Jack's son to dig up dirt on me, now is your chance to show me how far you are willing to go to get me back.
Mom and Dad are unavailable this morning, so I'll have to bring them up to speed. But I have some very big news to share.
It must be something good. You are very excited.
Well, it was surprising to say the least. Tucker came to me and offered to sell his company to Newman. Outright.
You did what? Just like that? Why?
He claimed that he was ready to get out of the game.
Claimed being the operative word. I highly doubt Tucker just up and decided he didn't want to run his empire anymore and wants to serve it to you on a platter. Even if the offer is genuine, you have to question the motive.
Hey. Back of
Yes.
Ah, it's beautiful. It's a lot warmer than normally this time of year.
Oh, yeah? Hadn't really noticed.
Yes.
What's going on?
So, I promised to show you that I'm a changed man. Yes, that I'm hoping to...
I remember you made that declaration. Did you make it happen already?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
I'm wiping the slate clean. I'm selling McCall Unlimited. Because there's nothing I wouldn't do to prove myself to you.
I thought the biggest survival would be against...
I know how difficult this has been for you. And I give you a ton of credit for getting the paternity test done. It was the right thing to do.
If it turns out that Adam really is the father.
Well, the law of averages says it's most likely Nick's baby. But no matter what the test says, you are going to have a beautiful little baby. It is going to bring you so much love, more than you ever knew existed. Do you know how precious that's going to be? And I know you're going to be an incredible mom.
You really think so?
I know so. And our interior design venture is going to be wildly successful. Everyone who is anyone is going to want to work with us. And not just here in Genoa City, all over the country. Scratch that. All over the world.
Well, that would be a dream come true.
Never stop believing.
You're pretty amazing, you know that?
Well, it's just who I am.
No, I'm serious. You've been a really good friend to me. It's been a long, long time since I've had a best friend like you.
Well, I was recently reminded that when you care about a friend, you let them know. So, this is me letting you know. No matter what, rain or shine, you can always count on me.
What did you want to say to me?
First of all, I can see that Lucy gave you her bracelet.
Yeah. She insisted.
I'm sure she explained the significance of it before giving it to you.
She did. She did. I'm just glad that she felt like she could open up to me. And that she gave me a chance to respond. Yeah, I told her that I am fully committed to being a better father. And I'm in a much better place now. Now that I was ready to be a much bigger part of her life.
And how'd she respond?
It wasn't an easy conversation, but it was good.
Well, I did notice a distinct lack of tension when I entered. So I'm happy. It seems like you guys had a chance to talk and like you made some progress. The thing that wanted to talk to you about is just that I hope that you proceed with caution.
You don't have to warn me how to behave with my own daughter.
I'm not trying to offend you. Okay, it's just that I know how hard you've worked to turn your life around. And I know how badly you want to reconnect with Lucy, and she wants that too. But that poor girl has been hurting for a long time now.
I know. You don't have to keep telling me.
I just need you to realize how vulnerable, how confused she's been after everything that's happened. And Daniel, I'm begging you, please do not push for more than she's ready to give. Lucy is not in the same place you are. And if you push too hard too soon, it could backfire, and I would really, really hate that for both of you. We should probably get going. Your granddad is counting the minutes.
Have fun with Paul and Christine.
We'll be sure to see you again before we leave town.
Bye for now, Dad.
Bye, Luce. Hey.
Daniel, hey. I was hoping that we could chat about Omegasphere today. Do you have time?
How about now? Are you free? Could really use a friendly shoulder.
Yeah, sure. I'm all right.
There you go.
Thank you. If this is really something you want, I promise I will build the best possible case on your behalf, but there are no guarantees. Winters to court. It just comes at a steep emotional price.
Believe me, I'm aware of that.
So you are absolutely sure that you want to go through with this?
I've given Lily and Jill just about every opportunity in the world to change their minds about selling Hamilton Winters back to me. And I really believe they would change their minds, considering they know what it represents to me and how invested I am in it.
And you've tried to make them see this from your point of view.
Oh my gosh, yeah, over and over again I have. And they still refuse to do it. So, I don't think I'm being the unreasonable one here. I think that they've backed me into a corner, and they're gonna feel the consequences of that.
Well, we're off on Monday to spend some time with our family for Heritage Day, but we're back Tuesday with our final gift card giveaway and our Dine Around Halifax contest.
And our lead up to the Halifax Black Film Festival continues a conversation with local film director Toby Fleming that's coming your way on Tuesday.
Hey, what's going on?
Lucy and Heather are in town.
What? Why didn't you tell me they were here?
I had no idea. They just showed up out of the blue. I got back to my hotel room last night and Heather was in here. And I got this rush of hope. She told me how impressed she was with me after all the progress I've made.
Well, that's great news, right?
Yeah, well, I thought so. Instead, she tells me that it's over between us. And that she's fallen for another guy.
Daniel, I'm really sorry.
Gets better. Went to breakfast with my daughter this morning. Afterward, Lucy tells me how bad I've hurt her. It just felt like I had a fist squeezing my heart tighter and tighter with every word. She's my sweet little girl, you know? She's all sad and hurt because of me.
That must have been really hard.
And I told her about the game. About how she was the inspiration for the whole thing. So, I guess the conversation did kind of turn into a bit of a heart-to-heart. She gave me this.
That's sweet.
But her walls are still a mile high. I get it. Can't blame her. I don't know if we'll ever get things back to the way they were before between the two of us. And Heather... oh, whatever chances I thought I had at fixing that relationship, those are gone.
I didn't see that one coming.
But you can't be surprised, right? Because I told you that I was going to move on as soon as possible.
You're actually selling your company.
Yeah. In fact, I've already reached out to Victoria and asked her to make me an offer. I assume she's going to consult with her father and the rest of the Newman circle.
Just gonna let it all go like that, huh?
Yeah. No, but I'm excited. I want to make it happen.
Okay, yeah. Maybe you were ready, to embrace the future without McCall. Then again, given your financial situation, you didn't have much of a choice, did you? Well, your back's against the wall.
That's a mighty big presumptive leap on your part.
Tucker, please. So it wasn't a strategic move to sell to Newman before they took on your debt? I mean, this way they have all the leverage they need to call all the shots, right? It does hinder an embarrassing situation from becoming so much more embarrassing.
I think I can shed some light on Tucker's actions and motives.
You can.
Well, I was about to tell you what I found out last night. That was before Tucker interrupted us. After I enlisted Audra to suss out what Tucker did and didn't know, she realized we had a problem. So she decided to tell Tucker our plans to buy his debt.
She took it upon herself to make that call.
I reacted negatively too, initially. But Audra knows Tucker probably better than anyone in this room. And she was certain it was the right move to make.
That's interesting. Dad suggested the same thing himself. His inclination was to tell Tucker directly and watch how he'd react.
Audra said the man was completely rattled, even though he tried to hide it. Sounds to me like Tucker saw the futility of a fight and he folded. He's making this move before we can force him to sell for less.
What do you think, Vic? How do you want to proceed?
First of all, I need to tell our father, of course. But I think that we should stick to our original plan, despite this new development. And secondly, if Tucker's game is to make this as painless as possible for himself, we don't have to oblige, do we?
Makes sense to me.
So we move forward, we assume all of his debt, and then we have the upper hand in all of the negotiations.
Just not sure about that. If we buy up all his debt, we're basically throwing Tucker's offer right back into his face. Tucker may decide to dig his heels in and adopt a scorched earth policy. And there's just no telling how much damage a furious Tucker will do on his way out the door.
Yes, that's a very good point, and I'm going to definitely keep that in mind. But my instinct is telling me that this is the right thing to do, and I have no doubt that Dad would agree with me.
I mean, I don't know how often I have to tell you that. But my desire to make you feel valued is genuine. But removing your sister, my daughter, from her position as CEO of Newman, that's out of the question. I can't do that.
Well, then there it is. Nice talking to you. Looks like we're done here.
Son, we are not done here. Sit down. Enough of the gamesmanship, all right?
Oh, I assure you, there are no games being played here, okay? I'm never going to be satisfied being Victoria's lackey.
Give me more credit than that. I would never put you in the position. You would never be her lackey.
Right. She would just treat me that way, regardless of whatever title you bestowed on me at Newman.
Give me more time. Pretty soon you'll be offered an opportunity to run a company as vast and important as Newman Enterprises.
So there is a phase 2, supposedly alluring upcoming proposal.
Trust me. It'll be better than you can imagine.
Well, you do sound sincere enough. But based on our history, I really doubt that's the case. So I will tell you what I'm willing to do, Dad. I will give you 24 hours to consider my proposal. And then after that, it will not matter what you have to offer.
So you're suggesting that my actual priority here is just preserving my own ego, is that right?
Well, that,
And also trying to get a decent price for your overly leveraged company. I don't fault you for that. But then you can't fault me either for being skeptical. You didn't get your reputation based on your self-sacrifice and your altruism, Tucker.
No, Ashley, I did not, certainly. But here I am, doing everything in my power to change that now. I have come to realize the hard way that life without you, without my son and my grandson in it, is essentially empty. You all have deserved more than I have given you, and now I'm here trying to give it.
And you want me just to take that on good faith?
God, I told you that I was going to do this. Did I not? I said I'm going to divest my company for you. And here I am, following through. I'm willing to part with this legacy that I have built for the greater part of my life, from the ground up. Do you realize that's the longest relationship I've ever had?
Oh yeah, I realize that.
Does that not matter to you? How can my coming to you like this not count for something?
Maybe I just like to see you squirm. God knows you have put me through it.
Fair enough. I guess I can't expect you to just believe that I would change overnight.
Hey, Nick.
Hey. Hope I'm not interrupting. It seems like you two are in the middle of something.
No, we were just wrapping up a really important discussion, so this is actually a perfect timing.
Does that discussion have anything to do with Jill? Have you heard back from her yet?
Chloe and I did actually get some good news from her. We are going to have a follow-up meeting.
That sounds promising.
And I know I said this before, but we really are really grateful for you, getting Jill to give us another shot after Victor sabotaged our meeting.
I was happy to help.
Well, I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about, so I'm gonna jet, but Sally, please only focus on the positive, okay? And Nick, make sure she follows that order.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess.
I bet I can guess what is on your mind. But, we're probably not going to get the results for at least another day.
I know, but the waiting is just driving me crazy. I feel like this is going to be the longest day of my life. Every second feels like it takes an hour to pass.
I know. Try not to worry about it. Because no matter what happens, we're going to make this work.
I really want to believe that that's true.
I wanted Omega Sphere to work for Heather and Lucy. I mean, that was the whole purpose, was to use it as a vehicle to reunite my family. And now that's lost.
No, Daniel, you can't think that way. This project isn't just for them, it's for you too. It's giving you something positive to focus on. It's giving your life new meaning.
Yeah. But without that.
No, listen. Things might be over with Heather, but you still have Lucy. There is still a path to forgiveness there.
I guess you're right. I mean, I should embrace that. Like, I do embrace that. I'm gonna keep the promise I made to my daughter to be a more involved father. And that means more phone calls, more video chats. That's all good things. It's not what I wanted, it's not what I was hoping for. It's a long way away from seeing her on a daily basis. And now Lucy's gonna head back to school in Portugal. And Heather is going back to some guy that's not me. I'm sorry, I don't think I have the energy or the will to continue moving forward with this project.
Well, I think I have all the information I need. The only things left are the final documents pertaining to Chancellor Industries and Hamilton Winter's merger.
Okay, I can get those to you as soon as possible.
Hey.
Hi. happy to report that Dominic is still in dreamland. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm just grabbing something to drink.
No, you're more than fine. We're just finishing up here. Unless there's anything else we need to discuss.
Not at the moment, no. Wow, so this is really happening.
Yeah, everything's been set in motion. So, Christine, thank you again.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
I'll be in touch.
I think I just need some time to process everything and figure out exactly where I am emotionally.
Take all the time you need, okay? Look, I'm gonna go, but if you need a friendly ear, I'm here.
I know where to find you. Thanks.
Of course. It's gonna be okay.
How you both doing?
We're good. We're just taking a break together.
Yeah, and we were just leaving, so.
Well, don't let me hold you up. I'm sure we'll cross paths again soon enough. Take care, Sally.
Oh, Christine, hi. I was actually going to reach out to you shortly. I was hoping that I'd have the chance to talk to you as a friend and as an attorney.
Oh. Okay, why do I feel like I'm not going to like what you're about to say?
You may not. I'm representing Devon in his lawsuit against Chancellor Winters. The paperwork is being drawn up and will be served shortly.
Wow. I was really hoping he would change his mind.
Okay, so he said the same thing about you, so I have to ask, isn't there any way you and Jill will change your stance on this? Try and come up with a way to compromise with Devon before this escalates any further?
Yes, honestly, I would love that. And we tried to make him an offer, and he declined it. And clearly, he's shut down any sort of civil discussion by hiring you, so...
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. But I guess there's no turning back now.
So, as it turns out, Audra's instincts led her to do exactly what you were thinking. She told Tucker about our plans to acquire all of his debt. And his response was to offer us a chance to buy his company.
Well, now, you and I did discuss the possibility that Tucker would react erratically, so he did. But I think there's more to it than him wanting to avoid conflict.
Well, do you agree that we should stick to our plan and buy up all of his debt?
You bet. But we've got to make the move now.
I agree wholeheartedly. The financing is in place as of yesterday, so it's time to make our move.
Good.
Excuse me. Yes? What? As of when? Are you sure? You're not going to believe this.
What?
Well, we're not going to have a chance to make a move on his company.
What are you talking about?
Somebody's beat us to the punch.
Now, how did it happen without any warning? That's what I want to know. Okay, well, find out. Get to the bottom of it. I want answers now. Unbelievable.
What's happening?
Someone has already assumed my debt. And no, it was not Newman Enterprises.
Well, then who was it?
I have no idea.
Whew.
I hate being caught off guard like this.
No, you hate not being in control.
I'm just racking my brain. Who could this be? Who else would have been investigating me and learned about my debt and also had the ability and the wherewithal to move this quickly?
I think it could be a long list. I mean, sharks don't hesitate to attack once they smell blood in the water, especially when they find out that a predator like Newman is circling.
Ugh. You know, I always pride myself on being 3 steps ahead, and not this time.
Really throws a wrench in things, doesn't it?
Because, you know, at least with Victor and Victoria, you knew what you were dealing with, but who knows what this new player's after.
Christine is an excellent lawyer. I just wish you didn't need an attorney at all.
Oh, so do I. This is the last thing I ever wanted to do. And I know it's going to be difficult for everybody involved. I know there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings after the fact. But I believe that if Neil was here, he would back me up on it.
Look, I understand your position. But I'm concerned about the toll that this is going to take on you. Not to mention your relationship with your sister. Devon, even if you do get your company back.
I'm going to get my company back.
Okay, well, I guess the question I have for you is, will you be content? Because Neil is still going to be gone. And the distance between you and Lily, it's going to be even greater. You need your family.
I know. And Lily's always going to be there to me. But I'm also looking at my family right now. And the biggest part of it is upstairs asleep. So trust me, I know what I'm fighting for.
Look, I need a really strong attorney to counter Devon's attack. And frankly, I'm not happy with the general counsel, Chancellor Winters. Amanda, please, just consider coming back, even for a short time, just to defend the company.
Thank you for getting us out of society so quickly. I just was not in the mood for small talk with Adam or just hanging there while he was right there watching our every move like a hawk.
I'm just sorry I didn't get a chance to get you those empanadas that you love so much.
Well, I have plenty of favorites here too, so I will be perfectly happy with something else.
All right, well, what sounds good to you and that hungry little boy or girl you got in there?
Oh my God. The paternity test results are in.
Do you think that it got out that Newman was about to make a move too?
Possibility.
I know that you've rejected the idea that he might be a rival, but do you think that Devon might be responsible? Because I do. He's the only person that I can think of that would have immediate access to this amount of capital in such a short time.
No. I know Tucker and Devon were having difficulties, but there's no way that Devon would buy Tucker's company out from under his father. No way. Someone else is involved.
What if Tucker saw this coming and his offer to sell was a stalling tactic to screw us over so that somebody else could win?
Possible. Who the hell else could have done that?
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Maybe a little bit. I think it's good for you to be put to the test.
Yeah, you got your wish.
I certainly did. And for the record, I bought your debt. I own you. I'm not going to make it easy for you.